Hello everybody. November 17th is known as the World Prematurity Day. This year the theme is A Parent's Embrace a Powerful Therapy. So what is prematurity? Generally a child is born at 40 weeks or 9 months. But for any reason if the child is born before 37 weeks, then it is known as a premature baby. With the recent advances in science and medicine, a lot of more younger or early born children or smaller born children are surviving. So they have a stay in a neonatal ICU or NICU and they come out and they survive. So once they come out, they have a chance of having developmental delays. So it is very important to monitor their milestones as they are growing. The reason being, these little children are very resilient and they have a capacity to cope up well in the very early days. That is because of something called neuroplasticity, where the child is growing at a very fast pace. So the brain is growing, connections are forming, neurons are forming. So we need to utilize this time. So when these neurons are forming, if we are giving the right kind of environment, therapy if necessary, then there is a very good chance that the child will learn very easily, and we need to maximize this child's potential. So there is very little deficit left as they grow up. So we need to utilize this time. So there is something called the first 1000 days of a child's life. So that is why a lot of importance is given here. So that is why we don't advise you to wait and watch. You need to monitor the milestones. If you are having any doubts or if there is a delay, please see your pediatrician or pediatric neurologist or a developmental pediatrician, and we can help you and guide you so your child is taken care of well. So what all can you do? Main thing is make sure the nutrition of the baby is good. You're not exposing the child to screen time. For the first 2 years, it is advised not to expose the child to any form of screen time. So either mobile, TV or any form of gadgets, because that itself can cause developmental delays. The other thing is stress. So a lot of parents, when the child is born early, they've gone through so much during the NICU and they come out. So they are very much stressed about the whole thing that is happening and they try to protect their babies. So in a way it is good, but overprotection can lead to a lot of problems. One thing what is necessary for a child to develop well is for the child itself to do things. So if you are doing everything for the child, pampering, protecting it well, the child will not learn. So there is something called use it or lose it. For the brain to develop, for the brain to know or understand and develop, the child has to do. When a child performs, the brain grows. The connections in the brain happen. So you need to give a safe, secure environment for this child. So the child can play, explore and use its own creativity and learn and grow. But if you're protecting too much, then this will not happen. So to conclude, make sure you're providing a good environment for the child, you're monitoring the milestones, and if there is any problems, please seek help, because this child can be worked on. There is something called therapies. It may very well be even done at home, but if necessary, you may have to bring your child in for therapies, and we can do a lot for this child. So among all this, make sure you're enjoying your child, enjoy their childhood, enjoy the parenthood. So we need to make sure the stress levels is also under control. So let's work together for the best of the child. So enjoy your child and work along with it for a very good positive outcome. Okay, thank you.